Welcome back. We made it back to the bridge, so we're gonna meet Baby's friend. I forget what his name was. And I don't remember who his voice... I think you were voicing this guy.
Was it? Oh well.
It's not really a big deal, he was just rejoining us. And so since I was just peeking at the guide to make sure we were in the right place, I think you're going the wrong way.
I'm exploring!
Okay, that's fine. That's a good excuse, at least. Nothing else.
Making sure there was nothing over here.
Yeah. So I just double-checked the guide, and the last thing that happened down here is you met with a whole bunch of crippled people who were like, "We lost Sheba in the desert! Other people went through there! They had magic!"
Oh, so it's Felix and what's his face?
Yep. So, we're sort of on their trail. And they took Sheba. Who apparently Baby and his aide are quite fond of for some reason.
I remember Sheba.
Yep.
I don't remember the name, but she was in the second game.
Yep.
Because I'd always rename them.
Yep. So, for right now, though.
No, I always think I always did, her as Misty. Like, even before I had a dog.
Sheba?
No, Misty.
Yeah. Okay.
I always did it, even before I had a dog named Misty.
Uh-huh.
Because it was like, I thought of, like, Misty from Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
Because water Pokemon.
Sure.
And water.
So clearly they're related.
Obviously.
It's not like a terrible name for a water adept. Honestly,
I don't even remember her actual name.
Mia.
Oh, that's right.
Oh wow,
that
someone
kinda hurt.
really hurt, yeah.
It's probably the ape.
Probably. Yeah, we're back down in level appropriate land. This is where we're supposed to be right now. Things are gonna get challenging again. Just gave her a normal cure.
Yeah.
Probably good.
And I can do it in the middle battle.
Yeah. Alright, so I think you did basically everything there was to do here.
Did I?
Yeah, you talked with the crippled people. And you explored around a little bit, I'm pretty sure. And then I was like, oh, we should go save Hammett.
And I was like, no!
But yeah, there were some wounded guys here. And you chilled with them for a bit. So I think the next thing to do is go hit up the second desert.
Alright.
Which I'm sure will be all sorts of fun.
Wait. Just in case. Nothing. That was a big pile of crap.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. You might have already gone through this place. You're generally pretty thorough when you're looking for free stuff.
On to the desert. Sharashalava Desert.
I think there's treasure down the other path, yeah.
Oh.
You want some treasure?
A sunstorm. We'll be trouble if we get caught up. I don't even know why I was doing his voice, dude.
I can't remember either. I'm just pretty sure you were doing this voice. Whatever you want is fine. I'm sure nobody minds.
We'll never make it past here. We'll never make it to the Babby Lighthouse. We must stop carefully if we hope to escape the desert.
But yeah, if you go back up to the entrance and take a right instead of the left, there's a treasure chest. I don't know what's in it, but since I was peeking at the map, I saw it there.
Ah, shit.
You have to use Douse.
That's right. I threw it on Braun. The fire adept.
Yeah, as a joke. You should give him Frost too. That'd be funny.
Oh, these dudes.
Yep. There's gonna be a lot of these guys before we're done with this place.
No, dang, those are all good.
Yep.
Party HP, party ailments, and HP.
Yep.
I'll do you. Yeah, agility, that's good.
Yeah, see, this is why collecting Djinns is great. They're all so good.
And you'll use Ice Horn.
And then, like, the more of them you have, the more summons you can do.
Oh yeah, we're faster than you, biatch. Oh, what? Braun's still slower. He gained 117 agility and he's still slower.
Yep.
Braun, you are lame.
He is not a fast guy. 117 agility. 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 117 I still wonder if it'd be fun to, like, screw with their classes some by mixing up the
I
Dijin.
never really did.
Yeah, I know you never did. And I know I didn't the first couple times I played through the game. But, if you turn, like, half your party into ninjas, oh man, they get so much good damage and speed.
Yeah, but
It's really worthwhile. It's not necessary, but it's fun, and it pays off well.
but when you change their classes, they can't use the same equipment.
I guess I can't remember. I probably kept them mostly similar. Like, I probably made, I almost certainly made, Misty stay the healer, and probably made, what's it, Leggle stay a wizard type. I think I mostly just messed with, Ron and Braun so they could kill crap more efficiently.
Well, I'll just do this.
No, just keep everybody at the ready.
No, I'll keep them so they can use Ply and whatever.
Oh, okay.
But I'll keep my 2 little warriors.
Sure. Ready to nuke stuff.
Yeah. I got a vicious armor.
I think it was virtuous.
Vicious.
Virtuous.
It's vicious.
Virtuous.
Vicious!
Maybe it's viciously virtuous.
God, that's nothing.
Yeah, you spend a lot of money getting a lot of really cool stuff.
I can use it to restore 100 HP, but I got Ply, which restores 100 HP, so screw that.
This means it's more money for you
Then,
later.
but if I give it to Leggle, though, he has full first hit capability, though.
Yeah?
And that might be nice.
Yeah, well, it's something to consider then. Moving forward.
But I'd have to, like, get rid of this crap that he has, because he has so much shit right now.
Yeah, he really does. Hey, use the nerf.
Oh, you trash! Remember those guys that would use full restores on their Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, that's always really annoying. Like, I understand why they want to do it, because it's like, how come, like, these freaking super powerful, you know, Elite Four guys who are, like, experienced Pokemon trainers, they, you know, they get up here and they're going to these big tournament battles, and I'll use potions, but they won't. What's up with that?
Yeah, right?
And so the game designers are like, why don't we give them, like, 2 full restores per boss enemy?
More like 8.
I don't think any NPC had 8.
I know, but that's what it seemed like.
It always feels bad when you're, like, fighting one of them, and then you're like, oh, I've almost got them, and then full restore.
You're
Like,
no!
come on!
That doesn't feel good.
That hasn't been a problem for me in a long time, though, because just, like, Pokemon games keep getting easier and easier.
Have you played the new ones yet?
I started up Sun, but I didn't get very far. So, you know, I still want to play it. I'm probably going to pick it up.
I'm actually
Pretty
liking
soon.
it a lot more than, like, the more recent ones.
Yeah.
Like, it
Well,
started feeling stale. It really did.
Yeah. Like, there's definitely some new cool stuff that they've been doing. And, like, you know, they're not bad games. They've never really been bad games.
I think they have needed an upgrade, though.
Yeah. And a lot of the new quality of life features have been really nice.
Like petting your Pokemon, making it watch them smile.
So, you know, it's kind of cool. What they've been doing. But I forgot where I was going with this statement.
I was talking about Pokemon. Pokemon has been
Yeah.
the new way that it's been going lately.
Yeah.
And you were saying something along the lines of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it gone?
What's gone? What?
Your thought.
Yeah, I don't know. It was probably just something about how Pokemon's been kind of cool lately. They've
Yeah, Pokemon's definitely like making a big comeback.
I kind of feel like the problem, and I mean this may be just because I'm a cynical adult who's with really high quality standards, but
Do you mean you hate everything?
well, you know, I'm not fond of certain things. In fact, I'm very not fond of certain things. I think the Mega Evolutions in Pokemon are really dumb. I never liked that. It was like,
Do you know how hard it is to go to the movies with you?
I have an idea. Yes.
It's like if you go, it was all right. I'm like, oh my god, that was high praise from Oot.
Yep. Yeah, it's not very often I'm pleasantly surprised by things.
Which was good with what was it? Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club was a really good movie. I was really surprised because I think both of us like you know, you hear Fight Club and you're like, I know what to expect from this.
Yeah, so some
And
sort of like...
it's- you're like, you know, maybe it'll be good. You know, like, there are movies that sort of follow the same kind of plot line. What was it? I watched a couple movies recently.
Never
on
Back
Netflix.
Down.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious, and Karate Kid and stuff like that. You assume Fight Club is going to be basically about some kid who's like, you know, he goes to a new school, and then the girl, or he likes a girl, but then the girl's like likes the bad guy,
Yeah.
and then the bad guy's like a total jerk and beats him up, and then somehow he gets involved in this fight club, and then he learns to like himself and becomes a stronger fighter, and then the girl likes him, and that is not Fight Club.
No, not at all.
That's what I went in expecting. I thought like even if it follows a cliche plot line like that, there are still times where a movie can be good, right?
Sure.
Like you recently watched the new Dracula movie, Dracula Untold or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember you saying you really liked that one, and then after you showed it to me, I was like, I can see why this would be cool.
It wasn't what
like-
I expected, right?
No, well, for me, it was pretty much exactly what I expected. I mean, there was elements of it that I didn't expect, but for the most part, it wasn't really anything like new or astounding to me. But it was still good for what it did, because like, you know,
I remember watching it in theaters, like, you want to go see this? You're like, nah, that looks dumb.
I did think it looked dumb because, I mean, there's only so many times you can watch like the same kind of like war movie kind of deal, where it's just like fantasy CG war. But you know, it still had interesting elements to it, and I thought it was done well for basically being essentially along the same lines as 100 other movies.
Okay.
And so I'm not going to hold that against it too much, because I think, like, what I was trying to remember is these movies that I saw on Netflix lately.
Did you watch Hitman?
Not yet. I've been meaning to. It's on my list still. Problem is that, like, with Chinese movies, you actually have to watch them. I can't, like, multitask because you have to read the screen.
Oh, God, how terrible.
Look, man, I'm trying to do lots of things at once. It just takes a little bit more concentration. I'll just have to do it sometime
Okay,
when I'm having dinner or
there's
something.
one that I recently started watching. I actually started watching it today, actually.
Oh, sure, cut me off. I'm trying to tell a story.
Well, I'm saying, like, this is exactly what you were talking about, like, oh, you gotta pay attention. I started watching a series that I had been meaning to watch for, like, the past, like, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Madoka Magica.
I've heard the name. I don't know anything about it.
It's basically, like, a magical girl kind of anime,
Oh.
but nothing what you'd expect. Like, it is freaking dark as hell, dude.
I think that's what I've heard about it. I think that's why I heard the name.
Like, friends sacrificing each other's lives.
Sacrificing each other.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh.
Like, somebody dies and they're like, alright, well, I'll sacrifice my own life to, like, prevent that from happening, kind of thing.
Huh.
And, I mean, it is dark freaking symbolism, dude. There's only, like, 12 episodes. I'm already up to 9. I started it this morning.
Wow. Really binge watching it.
Well, it's just, I mean, if they're already all available, right?
Sure,
So I might as well
yeah,
just go through them.
And if you're enjoying them.
But it is nothing what I expected, dude.
Okay, cool.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's always neat to be pleasantly surprised by that kind of stuff. But,
That happened with Gurren Lagann, too.
Yeah.
I hate mech.
Uh-huh.
Like, Gurren Lagann was like, oh my god, it's like my favorite show. I want to get a tattoo of it. I love
Yeah.
it so much.
what I was actually trying to talk about, though, was not so much like having to pay attention and being pleasantly surprised. I was going to talk about the movies I watched on Netflix recently. I watched a few kind of like more generic films. I forget what they were. I watched one that was like King Arthur. You remember when we were starting up Operation Pixel? We ran through a few games to like check the equipment, and one of them was like a really terrible King Arthur game.
God, that one was awful.
I watched the movie that game was based off of.
Why?
Well, because I saw it on Netflix, and I think the rating was like around 4 or 5 stars or something like that, and I was like, eh. I was in the mood, right? Like, it was,
Okay.
you know how it is. Sometimes you're just like, I feel like watching a sci-fi or something right now. And then you just check your list to see if you have any sci-fis that you were kind of in the mood for.
Okay.
So, you know, it's just like one of those things. I just felt like I was in the mood for it, so I watched it. And it is pretty much what you'd expect it to be.
Terrible.
It wasn't actually that bad. But it wasn't like anything astounding either. Like, it was just okay.
Like a generic, like, Lord of the Rings-ish kind of movie?
Yeah, it's just kind of like, okay, so, you know, it was about the warriors and their adventure and the girl and stuff like that. I think there was a better example of a movie that was exactly what I expected it to be, but it was still okay in that regard. Honestly, I think the romance in King Arthur was probably the worst part. Because, like...
Well, it's like a whole main thing of King Arthur.
Sort of, but, like, in the movie, it was really poorly told. Is the point. Like, essentially, he met the Guinevere character, and then she basically was just, the whole time, passively seducing him. And it's like, it was just felt really weird to me. Like, it was poorly written. Anyways, but besides that, the movie was pretty much what I expected, and it was okay.
God, I love Plywell so much.
It's a great spell. Alright, well, I think there's more to talk about in terms of movies and stuff. But, kind of out of time for this episode, so let's just...
I gotta kill this lizard.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you kill this
He's
lizard.
gonna die, like, right now.
Yeah.
No, right now. No, right... No, fuck you. Why don't you die? There he goes.
You just had to wait for Braun Slowbutt. Alright, so next time on Operation Pixel, we'll keep braving through the desert, and maybe we'll talk some more about movies.
Cookies!
Nice.